Okay, back to the next movie now. It's time for our glass. I'm just going to do a little something here. I'm going to lock the candle layer and the flame layer, and now I'm on the glass layer so that I know that I'm working on this layer and I'm not accidentally drawing on these two layers. I can put a lock right here, turn it off, by just clicking on the dot. So now I make sure I'm on the glass layer. I know I'm on the glass layer because I see the little pencil. And, well, here goes. I'll change this to white and this to black. I'll get my pen tool. Okay. And it's going to be like this. Click. 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 And click. Okay. And click. Click. And click. So that would be the glass. Get my black arrow tool, and you'll see there it is. I'm going to fill it with white for the moment. Okay, so there it is. And what I need to do is I need to shape it. Now I'm going to use just the black arrow to try to shape it in a nice way. So I can take this. And this is not exactly the best way to do this, but because I'm not gonna have kind of an exact shaping by doing it this way, but if I can get it close, that should be fine. Okay. All right, good enough. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to delete my black outline by double-clicking on delete it. And then I'm going to go into, click on this white frosted glass, go into my color swatch. Okay. And see if I can bring this over so you can see it. Okay. And on this white color, I need to change my alpha down to about 50. So now it should be see-through. Oh, and look what I'm doing. It's not working. It's still white. That's because I've alphaed the line and not the fill. So I click the fill and alpha that down. And now it should be slightly see-through, which it is. And I could take that up to 75%. Click on it first. Take it up to 75%. And now you see that if I take it, I can put it right over my flame, and I will have what looks like a candle glass. Now to make it even better, what I might do is switch this to a radial gradient with white in both chips. So double click here and make that white. So you've got white and white. And this one, I'll put the alpha down to 70 or 6870. And on this one, I'll put the alpha up to 90. And then get my paint bucket and click and drag. And that puts kind of a hole on it. On the outside, I'll click on that chip, take the alpha, or this chip right here, take the alpha up to 100, and click and drag. And what that's doing is is it's making the center see-through and the outside not. I'll click this here again. It'll be easier if I just select this. There we go, select it. And then take this down to 59. And you can see here that the center is see-through and the top is not. So if I zoom out to 100%, you'll get a sense of the lantern and get a feel for what it's looking like. Now once again, it's still not completely straight. I'm not completely happy with it, but it's an improvement. Now, if I press enter, I can see the flame working inside of the lantern, and I can also see that the flame is a little off, so I probably need to move it. Okay, turn the eyeball off on that, select my flame. Oh, turn off the lock, select my flame. Oh, wrong layer, turn off that lock. Now I can select it, and I can move it over, maybe down, and hit Control Enter. See my flame working inside of my candle. And I'm enjoying this a lot more. I'm thinking it's looking pretty good. Now, what I need to do is select my glass, move that over to the right a couple, Control Enter. See how that's working. Probably need to adjust the sizes, and we'll come back into another movie and make this even better. But for right now, suffice it to say that we took this white shape and filled it with a radial gradient in the fill. But the radial gradient was white on either chip, on either side. But this chip, the center chip, had 59% alpha. And this chip right here had 100% alpha, creating this situation right here. And then what you could do is you can decide where you want to click to set the point for the center part. And you can see here that it's being set right there. I could set it in different places if I wanted to. I can even extend the opening by sliding that over. You see. And then that'll give me a different look. Go back to my regular arrow. And I'll see you in the next movie.